Welcome back everyone to a brand new mod review on this channel. This is the Binding of Isaac Furtherance. This mod adds a ton of new contents, from items to trinkets to curses, but today I'm going to be focusing on the characters, that being Leah and Tainted Leah. More specifically, just Leah for today, Tainted Leah later this week or tomorrow, I don't know when. Right off the bat, you'll notice we have a question mark amount for our HP. We have 2 speed and 2 damage and an item called Heart Renovator. Let me explain what that does. So you'll notice off the bat we have 1 broken heart on our character. This item we have in our top left, the Heart Renovator, will, upon use, remove that broken heart and give us a temporary tears or damage or random stat up for that room. You'll also notice that this character has a second menu. Right there it has the whole P2 : heart 2 thing. You can actually use red hearts to cure yourself of the same broken hearts and keep yourself from dying over and over. You might be asking yourself, what's the point in removing just your starting broken heart if that's going to be the only one you'll get on the run? Well, to demonstrate here, we're going to walk into this room. Whenever you explore a new room as this character holding this item, you will gain a broken heart on your character. And the only way to get rid of it is with your Heart Renovator or using your left trigger to activate your little P2 meter down there. I have no idea what that stands for, but without further ado, let's get into this run. I'm going to walk into this room, I'm going to use my active item. You're going to see I'm going to get either a damage or a tears or some kind of random stat up. Here we got damage, it looks like. So now for this room, I have an extra 0.25 damage. And also, believe it or not, this effect stacks with other stats you can get with your active item. This is kind of like the risk-reward character to me, because you can save all of your broken hearts for one, tough boss fight, or to keep yourself alive in this run, save them. And I've noticed as well that I'll occasionally get like a random broken heart from killing an enemy in a room. Like right there, I got a broken heart for killing that dip. I don't know if that's intentional or not, because in the encyclopedia for this mod, for the effect it says when exploring a new room, it doesn't say anything about killing enemies and gaining broken hearts that way. That might just be this character's intrinsic effect. I'm not sure. But regardless, though, let's keep going here. I think the strat for my play is going to be saving the broken hearts for your boss fight and then just popping them all in there. And I don't know if using the like the P2 meter down there affects anything. I'm honestly not... Oh, okay, pentagram, sure. I'm honestly not sure if that gives you stats or not when you use that. It doesn't look like it when I tested it right there, but I could just be entirely wrong. And I think that meter fills up when you pick up red hearts when you're at full red heart HP. The only tweak I have off the bat to make this character a bit better is to make the active item a pocket item, because you could just as easily drop this item in an item room or a library with an active item and then just not get any more broken hearts, I'm pretty sure. I think limiting you to not having any active item at all aside from this is kind of lame. Now, making it a pocket active item would allow you to take other active items as well as not be able to drop the thing that makes this character, I think, super unique. But that's just my personal gripe off the bat. It's not a huge deal, though. All right, we have found our boss room. Why don't we go in there? We're getting a lot of broken hearts right now. Why don't we go in there and just start popping them as much as we possibly can? We also occasionally, it looks like, lose broken hearts when we walk into boss rooms. I lost like 3 broken hearts there, it looked like. I don't know if that was just a temporary room thing or what. The other issue I have with this mod right now is that there's really no character information on the workshop. Like, I had no idea what the P2 thing meant, or like, how I could use my red hearts to remove broken hearts. I think just being a little bit more transparent with that in like the patch notes, or just on the Steam workshop page would be a little bit more helpful, because there are certain mechanics that I don't currently understand yet that I'd kind of like to. But either way, I'm kind of getting the hang of it so far, it feels like. It seems like I've done just about everything on this floor, so without further ado, let's just move on down to the downpour. Okay, Curse of the Unknown is pretty fucking terrifying as this character. Like, here's the thing, now I can't take Book of Belial because I can't lose this item that makes this character unique. Otherwise, I'm just playing a normal run of Isaac. I think it has to be a pocket active item to make it like super unique. I'm going to just keep popping this like once a room to keep myself at good HP, because to be honest with you, I don't want to just die to having like infinite broken hearts on accident. But I guess that's the bed we've made, and we have to lie in that at this point. And there's also times where I'm walking into these rooms, and when I pop it, I'm not getting a stat bonus. Just being a little bit more transparent, I think, about how the character works would be a huge help in this mod. I really enjoy it so far, but the lack of being able to choose any other active item to keep this character being unique is a little bit of a huge drawback. I think once you understand this character, though, it does become pretty fun. Like, so far, this character is quite fun to balance out the broken heart thing, but it suffers from a lot of the same things that the actual cast of this game suffers from, which is just, like, it's Isaac, but a different item to make the character unique. Like, Judas is just Isaac, but Book of Belial, you know? Like, I wish there was just a little bit more pushing this mod just the tiniest bit further, and I think making it a pocket active item kind of just solves that entire issue in my eyes. We're gonna Chariot card here as well. I hate fighting this boss. Oh, run! They're dead. We're cool. We're cool. I truly do think, though, the only way to make this character feel like more than just, hey, here's Isaac, but it has a cool modded Broken Heart item, is to force the character to never give it up. Make it into a pocket active item. You know, make this character intrinsically gain Broken Hearts, like double the Broken Hearts, to make the item, you know, more important so you won't put it down, you know, just to trade it off for Book of Belial. Those small things would make this character, I think, a lot more fun. Because here's the thing right here. I could just take Mama Mega, and I would be safe from any Broken Hearts as far as I'm aware. But I'm not going to do that. I have faith in this run. I will take Dreamcatcher for the extra floor transition item rooms, and then we'll just simply head on down here. We have more Broken Hearts than I thought we did. That's fine. We're still managing quite well. I believe the character will become a bit more intense the further on we get into this run, because we'll be overriding more of our HP with these Broken Hearts, and that is what I think the main fear factor of Leah is here. That's where the main challenge of this character comes, I think. We're not going to be able to have more than like 7 hearts per room, just because our Broken Hearts will consistently override those. They're already overriding our hearts right now as we speak. So it does become a pretty dangerous character the more you get into it here. Yeah, it looks like entering a boss fight removes like 3 Broken Hearts from you, which again would be a nice thing to know based off the Steam Workshop page, but it's not a huge deal. And it also seems like the bonus for getting rid of your Broken Hearts is not that insane. Like, there really is nothing right now stopping me from putting down this item and just simply, like, taking a better active and being at, just playing as a normal character from here on out. Unless the character, again, intrinsically gains these Broken Hearts through just killing enemies, which would make a lot of sense, but I wouldn't know because it's not listed anywhere on any informational site. Another devil deal here. We'll walk into it. I'll bite, sure. Wow, thanks. What about you? Ooh, baby, that's what I'm talking about right there. Sure. And you know what, though? Dark Prince's Crown ain't half bad. I think we're going to benefit on this run from being at super low HP. The less HP we have, the less HP the Broken Hearts can override and put us in undesirable situation, I guess. So Dark Prince's Crown rewards us for being at 1 red heart, and so does destroying all of our Broken Hearts consistently. So I think that is one of like the best items we could have gotten here. And the more Broken Hearts we can stock up for boss fights is the more damage and tears we can get for those exact fights. And again, I'm having a lot of fun with this character. I think it's a very nice risk-reward kind of deal, but I struggle to see why I shouldn't just put down this active item right now. And if I do gain Broken Hearts intrinsically as this character, you might want to make the item a pocket. Imagine like picking up a book on accident, leaving your floor, and all of a sudden now you're soft locked to losing. Speaking of soft locks, we just crashed. Huh? Hey, we're back. No big deal. We're okay. I doubt that was the mod's fault. It's just Isaac being Isaac, but regardless. I mean, we are getting like overblown with Broken Hearts right now. It's kind of crazy how fast these things stack up and makes it really hard to save them for boss fights. Now the character is just kind of like an extra timer. I could just sit in a room and charge all the way back up, but that's just super lame. I kind of have to always be popping, because if I'm not, then I'm going to lose all of my HP. And if that's the case, then there's no strategy at all to saving these. So what's the point of even having the broken hearts in the first place? Like, the only way to make this character playable, I think, is just to sit in the same room and get rid of all your hearts. It's a waiting game. If I'm going to always be popping my active at every single charge available, why not just make the broken hearts just not exist? At this point, I'm just going to sit here and do this the entire time. There's no strategy to this character. It's just mash the space bar as you go through your run. Otherwise, you are going to lose all of your HP and die. I have a couple of critiques here, and the main thing, make the active item a pocket, and stop just giving me random broken hearts. The character and the item state that it's only when you walk into a new room. So why am I getting so many broken hearts consistently? It makes it impossible to play this game. I might just be bad skill issue, haha, but I'm genuinely not being able to see the challenge of this character beyond just like, I hope you don't die, son. And I get that boss fights remove a lot of those broken hearts, but it doesn't really fix the problem, because part of the fun of the character, I thought, would be strategizing and saving all of your broken hearts for a boss fight, so you can get a bunch of stat ups in that boss fight. Kind of a risk of playing with a lot of broken hearts on your floor, but the reward of having a really easy boss fight. However, the game both takes away half of your broken hearts every boss fight, and also just gives you a ton extra for no reason in the base game, which makes it, like, not even worth it. I mean, the bonus we're getting too is not big enough to really matter that much, I feel like. Because, look, now we're out of broken hearts. We only gained, like, I don't know, 0.25 damage out of all of those hearts. It wasn't a lot. And it certainly was not worth the struggle of having, you know, that many. Wow, that was cool. That many broken hearts. We got another one right there for whatever random reason. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, we beat that wave. I still don't understand why we're gaining hearts randomly. It seems to be on enemy kill, but there's no way to tell if that enemy is going to give you a broken heart or not. I'm kind of just lost at this point as to what the goal of this character is supposed to be. In my mind, the character was going to be a really high risk, really high reward character. You stock up tons of broken hearts on your floor to the point of being at really low HP, and you let them all loose in your boss fight, so you can potentially have a huge bonus in there. But it doesn't seem to be the case because, A, you can't stock them up. You walk into a boss fight, it takes away like 3 or 4 of your broken hearts. And B, because you randomly gain broken hearts from killing an enemy, if you are sitting at anywhere from like 3 away from full HP of broken hearts, you could just kill yourself by killing enemies. There's no consistency with the broken hearts. And if there is, I don't know about it because the the Steam workshop page was not very clear about it, and there's nowhere else to find that information. Like there, we gained a broken heart for just killing enemies. Look at that, now we have 5. We started this floor with 1, walked into 2 rooms, and now we have 5. And if we try to save them up, we're going to override all of our existing HP. There's a huge risk at keeping your... Like, look at how many... We walked into 1 room, we have like 2 broken hearts extra now. What is going on? And the damage buff as well is not even that big to really, you know, make it worth it. It's a temporary buff. It can be bigger than that. The entire point of this character is just spam the spacebar as fast as you can. Otherwise, you're going to override all of your HP and lose. So if the whole point is to spam the spacebar, why not just give me random passive stats per room instead of making me spam the spacebar and hope that I don't die because of it? I really hope that we just see like 2 updates to this character. I want this item to be a pocket item. I want to be able to take other active items. And I want to see the broken hearts work the way, because we just gained like 3 there. I want to see them work the way they're meant to, by just walking into a room and you gain 1, not randomly gaining broken hearts from killing enemies. That is way too hard to follow. Why was her foot like... Ow. Okay, she's dead. We gained so many goddamn broken hearts in that fight. That was a little bit scary. And maybe I'm supposed to prioritize just stocking up on red hearts, but the red hearts don't give you bonuses when you pop it. So again, the bonus thing just becomes even less important. It feels just super backwards. I'm having an okay time with the character, but it's just kind of infuriating to have my HP be taken away by arbitrary things every single room. And I might just be playing this character wrong, but honest to God, like, I don't know what I could be doing wrong here. I'm stockpiling red hearts and I'm still getting overran. Like, this all just seems like arbitrary difficulty. Like, the concept of... Look, what the hell happened there? I walked in, I had no... Rewind to that clip. I don't even know what happened there. Like, arbitrary difficulty. Like, the concept of... Look, what the hell happened there? So I watched the clip back, and it looks like I killed a bunch of enemies at once, and I gained 4 broken hearts in the span of 2 seconds. And it killed me. I don't want to be overly harsh, because the idea behind this character is really cool. I love broken hearts in this game, and they can be used for a lot of cool things. However, the execution on the whole risk-reward system is a little bit weird. I'm going to give my solutions right now that I think would make the character a bit better. Number 1, make the active item a pocket item. Number 2, do not give broken hearts for killing enemies. Give you 1 broken heart for entering a room, and that's it. If it needs to be balanced more, give you 2 broken hearts for entering a special room, and stuff like that. But that right there is a perfect example of why killing an enemy giving you a random broken heart is completely unfair. Number 3, when you walk into a boss fight, don't take away the broken hearts. I'm saving the broken hearts so I can unleash tons of stat ups against a hard boss. When you take away what I've been saving, it then becomes less important for me to save it, and thereby makes the whole mechanic less important. And my final thing, these are temporary stat bonuses. You can make them better than a 0.07 tears up. You can make them +1 damage. Because at this point in the run, when I'm walking into a boss fight, by the time I'm able to kill that boss, I get maybe 3 heart pops off. And I'm getting like, you know, hey, here's a quarter of a damage up, 0.07 tears up, and like 0.05 speed. That makes it not worth it. Then this whole strategy of the character becomes just mash the spacebar so you're always getting rid of your broken hearts. And at that point, why even have them? Why even have them? You're constantly immediately deleting those broken hearts. When the strategy of the character becomes, when you finish a room, sit there and get rid of all of your broken hearts, that means the reward is not big enough. It means that the risk is too high. It's just a really weird imbalance there. I'm not trying to be overly harsh. I think that the idea behind this character is just as fun as the tarnished Maggie character, a really fast, high risk, high reward character, but it's not translated well. That's just my opinion though. As I say in all of these videos, get the mod for yourself. It's down below in the description. Check it out. Form your own opinions on it. I could just be playing the game entirely wrong, but that death there felt very undeserved. A like and a comment also goes a long way for a smaller channel like mine and really helps me grow. So if you feel so inclined, be sure you do that. In the meantime, guys, I have been BD1P. Peace out and goodbye.